Okay, so welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you guys took a little bit of time out of your night or your day, whatever time it is for you right now, to join us. I'm Shelby Sutton. I am a double diamond leader with It Works, and I'm just really excited to talk to you guys tonight. Um, I don't know why, but all day I've been like so nervous about this. And then all of a sudden I was like, what am I nervous about? I've done this like a million times, and we're going to be really chill. It's going to be really cool. I don't like to do these like super formal things where you guys feel like you're at a business meeting. That's not how I roll. So like I said, if you have any questions, I do not mind if you unmute yourself and interrupt me, or if you want to just write it down and ask at the end, or there's like this little chat thing on the side too, but I might not see it. So we'll just do whatever you got to do to get your questions out, because that's really the point of this, is for me to share information with you, but also for you to ask any questions that you have, because even though this business is very simple, you're still becoming a business owner. So it's important that you are able to ask any question that you have, so that you can feel prepared and ready to jump right in. So anyways, like I said, my name is Shelby. I'm a double diamond with It Works. I'm going to just kind of share my story with you briefly. I have been with It Works for 2.5 years. I joined in June of 2014. I had no idea what It Works was, and I had no intentions of really doing anything other than what I already was. I was a project manager at a marketing agency, and probably about 2 months before It Works was introduced to me and before it fell in my lap, I quit my job as a project manager because I just was I was burnt out from working long hours, and just kind of tired of the whole like rat race and the daily grind and waking up and waking up, going to work, coming home, going to bed, and then waking up the next day and doing the same exact thing. And I'm sure a bunch of you can relate to that. And so 2 months or so before I was introduced to It Works, I quit my job, and I was just doing like freelance marketing stuff. So I was just doing like, little things here and there, making ends meet, but certainly not making a lot of money. And a acquaintance of mine from high school, he posted something on Facebook about his girlfriend and how she had just earned this huge bonus with this company. She had earned $10,000. And I was like, wow, I could really use $10,000 right now, because my savings was quickly dwindling as I wasn't bringing in as much money as I had been when I had a full-time job. And I was like, I'm fine, no big deal. But I was using my savings. So it was dwindling and dwindling. And I'm like, I could really use 10,000 bucks, but had no idea what she was doing, and really had no intention of ever finding out. I just liked it on Facebook and then kept scrolling, moving on with my life. Well, turns out, as fate would have it, a week later, this person who I was an acquaintance with from high school, we were at a party together, a graduation party, and he goes, "Hey, I saw you liked that thing that I posted the other day about my girlfriend and the bonus that she earned. You should think about talking to her and joining this company." And I was like, okay, sure. But in my head thinking like, no way, not going to happen. Well, the next day she friended me on Facebook, and she ended up messaging me, and we talked for about an hour and a half. And right then and there, I ended up joining the company. And now it's been 2.5 years later. I hit the ground running right when I started, never looked back. And it's just been like an amazing, amazing adventure, amazing journey. I have promoted 5 times with the company. I have earned $40,000 in bonuses. And for those of you that aren't part of the company and are just on here to hear a little bit about it, that's real bonuses, real money, you guys. We don't get you know, a lot of network marketing companies, they pay you in a car, for example, which I am certainly not bashing any other companies, but instead of rewarding us with a car or with products or with vacations, they reward us with real money. And then we can go buy whatever we want with that money, or we can pay off debt, or we can, you know, save and send our kids to college, or whatever the case may be. We're paid in money. So, I've earned $40,000. I've promoted 5 times. I'm so close to my 6th promotion. And it's been so amazing. I have over 200 distributors on my team. I have over 2,000 customers on my team. And this has all happened in a little over 2 years. This company is real. This company is legit. I'm about to tell you some good facts about the company that can give you a little bit of peace of mind that we are not going anywhere anytime soon. So if you don't know who is It Works Global, or what is It Works Global, we are a health and wellness company. All our products are natural and plant-based. And we have over 40 products in our product line, anywhere from body contouring to lifestyle products such as gym supplements, protein powder, cleanses. We have a whole line of greens, which helps with alkalizing and balancing. Is someone asking a question? No, I thought I heard someone talking. There's an iPhone. I can't see who it is, but if you can just go ahead and mute yourself, just because I'm getting a little bit of feedback from you. There should be a button somewhere on your screen that says mute. Mute. Anyways, where was I? ADD. Oh yeah, who is It Works Global? Okay, so we have over 40 products, and I was telling you about some of the things. We have the full line of lifestyle. We have the wraps, which is our flagship product, and I'll talk to you guys a little bit more about those in a minute. We have essential oils. We have a full, amazing skincare line. So we have a lot of really, really great products. It Works is completely debt-free, which is absolutely amazing. We're almost $1 billion brand, and we're completely debt-free. And to me, that just right there makes me think like we're not going anywhere. You know, we're $1 million, already in the millions, about to be $1 billion brand. A little bit of background for It Works. We were started in 2001 in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and in 2008, we went completely debt-free, which if you rewind back to 2008, that was during the whole financial crisis when, you know, a lot of companies were going out of business. We were going debt-free. So that is just to me, that was such an amazing fact to know, and made me feel like, okay, we're not going anywhere, you know? In 2011, the company moved from Michigan down to Florida. Their headquarters is in Palmetto, Florida, which I actually live just about 30 minutes from the headquarters or so. And in 2014, we built a amazing, humongous, multi-million-dollar headquarters, brand new headquarters, completely in cash. So the company still remains debt-free. And I have a fun little picture. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Of course, the last picture that okay, let me see if I can figure out how to share my screen again. There it is. Can you guys see? That is our beautiful headquarters in Palmetto, Florida. And again, that was completely built, paid for in cash, which is absolutely amazing. It Works corporate is debt-free, and they encourage all of their distributors to be debt-free as well. And I'm going to explain to you guys a little bit what I mean by that in a little bit when I talk to you about the Business Builder Kit. So let me stop sharing and come back to you guys. Okay, So that's a little bit about It Works. What I like to tell anybody who's like, what is It Works? I don't really get it. I like to explain it as a digital franchise. So each of us are our own business owner. We pay $99 and we become a business owner. And so basically, we have our own franchise. And then everything we go out and we share these products and we share this company with the world. And anybody who buys from us or who joins our team, that's money that's going in our pocket. But each of us each of us are business owners. Each of us are our own boss. And even though It Works has some great, they have a whole business plan that they set out for us. It's our own personal business. So you can choose how you run your business, whether it's social media or parties or vendor events, whatever it may be. It's completely up to you. We are not told you have to do this many parties each month, or you have to do this, or you have to do that. It's completely up to you how you choose to run your business, which is amazing, because for some of us, maybe we have 4 kids or something, and we can't be having parties every night. But for some of us, maybe parties are our thing. So it's great that we're not told how we have to run our business. So I wanted to tell you guys, I kind of shared my story with you guys, how I got started, but I wanted to share my why with you too. So as I told you, I met with the girl who had earned the $10,000 bonus, and we spoke for about an hour and a half, and I ended up joining the company. Well, everybody has a reason for why they join this company. So if you're sitting here on this call, and you're interested in joining us, there's a reason. For some of us, it's because we just want to make a little bit of extra money. For some of us, we have 2 or 3 jobs, and we're tired of working all the time. So we want to be able to make some extra income so that we can quit 1 or 2 of those 3 jobs. For some of us, we're stay-at-home moms, and we want to make a little bit of extra money while we're home with the kids. For others, we're working and we're sending our kids to daycare every day, and we'd rather be staying home with them. For some of us, we just want to start saving for retirement or for college or for our wedding or, whatever it is. For some of us, we just want to be able to travel. So everybody has their own reason for why they want to do this. And so I want to tell you a little bit about my why, and then I want you guys to take a second to think about what your why is. For some of you, it may be like, oh, duh, my why is this, but for some of you, it might be like, okay, well, why am I joining this company? So 2 years ago, my why is different than what my why is now. 2 years ago, I joined this company because, like I told you, my savings was starting to dwindle, and I just wanted to make a couple extra $100 each month that I could help pay bills. I could have a little bit of fun money. I could, go get my nails done, stuff like that. So when I joined this company, I knew all I have to do is these simple steps that I'm going to tell you guys about, and I can be making a couple extra $100 a month very, very easily. So I got to work right away, and as soon as I started making my goal, which was just about $500 a month, I thought, why am I going to stop here? Why am I going to stop now? So I kept going, and I kept working and working, and now I'm making a full-time income. I make more now each month than my 40-plus hour a week job that I had 2 years ago. So this company is definitely what you put into it is what you get out of it. And what I mean by that is if you only want a couple extra $100 a month, then you can work this business part-time when you have time, and you're going to make a couple extra $100 a month if you put in the little bit of effort. If you want this to be a full-time thing for you, then you have to put in a full-time you have to work full time. You have to put in the effort. And for some people, they want even more than that. There's been people in this company that have promoted to high up leadership levels, making thousands and thousands of dollars every month. They've gotten there very, very quickly. And for a lot of them, it's because their why was so big. So for me, my why was just to make a couple extra $100 a month. For some people, their why is one of their children just got out of the hospital and they have hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars in medical bills or something like that. Or they work 3 jobs and are constantly having to pass their babies around to babysitters and grandparents and friends and family because they can't be home with them because they need to be making extra money to put food on the table and to leave the lights on and to buy them diapers. So really, depending on what your why is how hard you're going to work. So I really want you to think about what your why is. Why are you interested? When we asked you, hey, Nat, do you want to make some extra money from home? Why did you say yes? What's your reason for it? And some people's is huge, and some people's is I just want to make a couple extra $100 a month. No why is the wrong or the right. Everybody has their own why, but I want you guys to think about what yours is and maybe even write it down just as a reminder. But so 2 years ago, my why was to make an extra couple $100 a month. I reached that goal and I kept going. And I've continued to keep going and going. And 2 months ago, I had 2 twin boys who I adore. And they are my new why. Every day that I bust my butt, every day that I work, it's for them. I want them to be able to have anything and everything that they need. I want them to see their mom being successful and working hard. I want them to be able to go on vacations and adventures. And I never want to be able to tell them, no, they can't do something because mom doesn't have the money or mom doesn't have the time because I'm behind a cubicle. So they are my new why. And, like I said, I'm going to do anything and everything to continue to just keep reaching to the top because I want it for them, not even for me. I want it 100% for them. So, that's my why. I want you, like I said, think about what yours is as I continue to just kind of talk a little bit more about the business. So I wrote down 3 reasons why I personally think it works as an amazing company and why it stands out and why I think it would be a good idea for you to join us. So the first reason is the wrap. The wrap is our flagship product, and it's actually called the Ultimate Body Applicator. The wrap is just the shortened name that we call it when we're talking about it. But basically, it's a skincare product that you can put on your body anywhere neck down. You wear it for 45 minutes, and it tones, tightens, and firms your skin and can also reduce cellulite. So it's pretty much as close to magic as it gets. And it's not water weight loss. It's not dehydrating. It is not bad for you. It's simply a skincare product. And what it is doing is it's pulling the toxins out of your body, which toxins live around your fat cells. So as you pull the toxins out, the fat cells shrinks up smaller. So that's where you get the tightening and toning effect. This is what's amazing about the wrap, though. You cannot go to Walmart. You cannot run into Target or Walgreens or whatever your shopping store is down the street. You cannot go in there and buy a wrap. The only place you can get a wrap is from me or, from Rachel or Isabella. You can only get a wrap from an It Works distributor, which for us, that's amazing. We have no competition. A lot of other companies that sell makeup or candles or purses or whatever, I can go to Walmart and I can get a purse or makeup or a candle. I cannot go to Walmart and pick up a wrap. So we have an exclusive product that can only be purchased from It Works distributors, which is absolutely amazing. The second reason is It Works Global does not pay for advertising. They pay us to advertise for them. So instead of spending millions of dollars on advertisements, they pay us the millions of dollars. And I'm not joking when I tell you guys that there is hundreds of people in this company that are millionaires because of that crazy wrap thing. We get paid to share these products. We get paid to talk about how much we love them and how they work and how we personally use them. We get paid to get healthy. We're getting healthy ourselves, and we're sharing it with others, and people are becoming intrigued, and they want to get healthy too. So that's the second reason. An example that I kind of like to share is how many of you have ever gone to Starbucks and tried a new drink, and then maybe on Facebook that day took a picture of yourself with the drink, and you were like, oh my gosh, I just tried the mocha frappe, blah, 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 latte, yada, yada, yada. It was amazing. And then, like 9 of your friends are like, oh my gosh, I've been dying to try that. How was it? Or, oh, that looks so good. Or how does it taste? Or what's it like? What's the consistency or whatever. You're advertising for Starbucks. You just advertised and they didn't pay you a dime. We're doing the same exact thing, except we're getting paid for it. Rochelle and Marcus, can you please put your phones on mute? We're getting a lot of feedback, or at least I am. Somebody, Rochelle? Maybe? Okay. Hopefully soon. Just go ahead and mute yourself if you just jumped on. Another example that I like to use is a restaurant. So, you go to a restaurant and then afterwards you're like, I just had the most amazing meal. And you just kind of rave about it, or even going to a movie and talking about how you just saw the best movie, you laughed, you cried, da, 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 da. You're advertising for them and you're not getting paid for it. With our company, all you have to do is share those same feelings about the products, and you're going to get paid for it because people are going to become curious and want to try the products as well. So basically it's our job to advertise for the company, and they're paying us to do so. The third reason is I want you guys to think about, I'm sure all of you, or if not all of you, most of you have heard of Avon. I'm sure you've heard of Mary Kay. Avon has over 6 million distributors. 6 million. Mary Kay has over 4 million distributors. Little old It Works has 150,000 active distributors. That's it, 150,000. And that's worldwide. We're open in, I think, 20 countries or so. So if you think about 150 distributors spread out all over 20 different countries, that's hardly anything. That's very, very little. So now I want you to think about the people the first 150,000 people in Mary Kay, or the first 150,000 people in Avon. Those people are probably doing pretty good right now. As long as they didn't quit, those people, they're probably set for life. They're probably sitting pretty. And where I'm going with this is right now, we're talking about a ground floor opportunity with It Works. We're still at the ground floor, and there's plenty of room for more. There's plenty of room for more distributors. A lot of people ask me like, well, you got in 2 years ago and it was probably just the good time to get in, and that's why you're successful. No, there have been people that have gotten in before me that have moved even further, have worked harder than me and are farther up than me. They are making tons more money than me. It's not right now. It's not about, was it better 2 years ago than it is now? We're still ground floor. There's still only 150,000 distributors. So now is the time to jump aboard. Now is the time to get to work. And now is the time where you can be super successful with this company. I promise you that. 3 out of 10 people have ever even heard of the wraps. So it's absolutely not saturated. So for every 10 people, only 3 of them even know about It Works or even know about that crazy wrap thing, which means we have so many more people to touch, so many more people to talk to, and so much money to be made. So those are kind of my top 3 reasons why I think you should join It Works. 1 is our exclusive wrap that can only be bought from distributors. 2 is the company pays us to advertise. And 3 is it's still a ground floor opportunity where, there's just money waiting to be made. So does anybody I still have a few more things that I want to go over with you guys, and it's kind of more of like the logistics of the business. So like, how much does it cost? Do we have to have inventory? How do we make money? How do we run our business? I'm going to go over those things, but I want to take a second to see if anybody has any questions about the things that I've already talked about. If you do, feel free to just unmute yourself and ask. Anybody? No? Okay. If you get like a question along the way, feel free to write it down, and I'm happy to answer them all at the end. Oh, Nat, you have a question?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, my question was, since I'm in Canada, if I want to join, do I have to join with the team in Canada, or can I directly do it with you?
Good question. You would be able to join our team. Everybody is able to join anybody, no matter where they're located, as long as it's a country that we're open in. And we are open in Canada, we're open in the US, we're open in Australia, and then tons and tons, we're open in New Zealand, and then tons of European countries. So because we're open in Canada, you can join with anybody that you choose. You're not automatically connected to the other Canadian distributors.
Okay, that's good. Thank you.
No problem. Good question. Anybody else have anything for me yet? I'll keep going. If you have something, just feel free to butt in. I have no problem with that. Okay, so how do I become an It Works distributor? What does it cost? What would it look like for me? It's $99, and that's 99 US dollars. So for you, Nat, I could look it up what it would cost for you. But I know it's, the difference isn't too much, but it's 99 US dollars to become a distributor. And what you're going to get with that $99 is you become a distributor. So you now have the rights to sell It Works products. And you're also going to get a business builder kit. And what that is it's just a little kit that you're going to get in the mail that has some marketing materials to get you started. But the most important thing, in my opinion, that it comes with is a box of 4 wraps. Now, why this is important is because you can personally use those wraps yourself and start getting some results that you can share with others. Or you can sell those wraps for $25 a piece. And if you sell all 4 of your wraps that came in your kit for $25 a piece, you have already paid off your initial investment, which means you basically join the company for free. There's a lot of companies out there where it's thousands of dollars to get started. And then when you don't have the money to get started, they say, oh, it's fine, just put it on a credit card. Not with It Works. It Works very much encourages us to stay debt free and to if we're not already debt free, to become debt free. So we're not going into debt the moment that we become a distributor. They give us the opportunity to make our money back immediately by selling those wraps that come in the kit. So to me, that's that's amazing. And that's exactly what I did. I didn't have, like I said, I was just doing freelance stuff. I didn't have a bunch of extra money, but I knew if I spent the $99, absolute worst case scenario is I could sell 4 wraps and make my money right back and then never do another thing. Just be done. Just decide, what was I thinking? Best case scenario is you sell the 4 wraps, you keep going, you keep working, and now 2 years later, this is your job. This is all you do. You don't have to go into work every day. And you're making a full-time income. So $99 is all it costs to become a distributor, and you can make your money back immediately, which is awesome. It Works does not require us to have any inventory. So you don't have to have a big closet in your house full of stuff that you're hoping to sell. You didn't have to spend all this money up front purchasing product that you're hoping somebody will buy. We are not required to have any inventory at all. I have products all over my house, but it's because I personally love them and I personally use them. But we're not required to have inventory. We also don't have any sales quotas with It Works. So like I was saying, you're not required to have a certain amount of parties. You're not required to make a certain amount of money or a certain amount of sales each month. It's basically the more sales you get, the more commission you make. Which means your paycheck is bigger. So it's really a self-motivating thing for you. There's no punishment. I don't know if punishment's the right word, but you don't get in trouble if you didn't reach a certain sales quota. You don't get kicked out of It Works. You don't get money taken out of your paycheck or anything like that. No sales quota. So essentially, to start this business, it's completely risk-free. You invest the $99, and if you can sell those 4 wraps that come in your kit, you're going to make that $99 back. No sales quotas, no inventory. The other option is those 4 wraps that come in your kit, and I kind of briefly mentioned this, is you can use those wraps yourself. So maybe you don't want to sell them. Maybe you're dying to see what this whole crazy wrap thing is all about. Well, you can use those wraps yourself, and you can document your results. And what you're going to do is you can share those results with people, and then people are going to be like, Angela, hello, those results are amazing. I want to get some wraps too. So by using the wraps yourself, you're drawing in new customers who are going to want to purchase your products from you. So where am I going? I'm like, blah, I feel like I've said so much, but not enough either. So each month, all it costs to run your business is $20. We have a duplicated website that is, everybody gets a website when they become a distributor. It looks the same. Everybody's looks the same, except it has our individual information on it. So if you go to and we each have our own URL. So my URL is shelbysupplementsandwraps.com. If you were to go to my website, you'll see that it has my name, my email, my phone number. But as far as how it looks just like Rachel's. It looks just like Isabella's. They look exactly the same. It's free the first month, and then following that, it's $20 per month to have this website. $20. That's it, you guys. So that was amazing to me, because I knew as a business owner, if you have a brick and mortar building, it's so expensive to be a business owner. You have to pay rent. You have to pay for insurance. You have to pay for electric. You have to pay for water. You have to pay for your inventory for your products. It's thousands of dollars every month to run a legit business. For us, it's $20 a month. That's it. And our website is everything. It's so important, because we don't keep any inventory. Anybody who is interested in purchasing a product from us, we send them right to our website. We all have our own online store that they can go look at. We don't have to deal with any shipping. It Works corporate has warehouses and they do all the shipping for us. So not only do we not have to be running to the post office every day, but we don't have to be worrying about losing money because of shipping or, just the time that it takes to pack everything up and ship it out. We don't have to do that. It's all done through our awesome, fancy little website that only costs us $20 a month. So to me, that's awesome that we get to be business owners for $20 and that's it.
I'm not hungry.
Matt, do you have another question or is that little hand just from your last question? Just interrupt.
Sorry about that. No question.
Okay. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how we run our business. It Works has created a little business plan for us so that we don't have to recreate the wheel. It's super simple, and I'm going to pull it up for you guys really quick and share my screen with you. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this. This is our business plan. We call it our steps to success. And there's 3 simple steps that we follow every single month. And as long as you're following these steps and working towards these things, your business is going to snowball. It's going to create this compound effect to where your business is growing and growing and growing and growing. So step 1, for brand new distributors, step 1 is joining the party. And all joining the party is paying that $99 and you're going to get this business builder kit, which this is just the box that it comes in. And then it comes with all these marketing materials that you see here. So it comes with the Wrap magazine, which has awesome success stories in it that you can share with people. It comes with a few catalogs. It comes with some Blitz cards, which is just kind of like our business card. Here's the box of wraps that I was telling you guys about, which to me, that's the most important part of the business builder kit. So step 1 is joining the party. Obviously, you're not going to join the party every single month. You're only going to do that the first month. So after that, step 1 becomes either 1, running an auto shipment of about $80 to $100 each month. And what I recommend doing is getting a box of wraps and then another product. And what you can do is you can be selling those 4 boxes of wraps that you got for $25 a piece, and you're paying off that auto shipment every single month. Now, the reason that it's important to run this auto shipment is because I kind of touched on this before, but you personally want to be trying the products, because how can you honestly say to somebody like, oh, Angela, I love the hair, skin, and nails. It's amazing. And then you come back and say, oh, really? Let me see how it worked for you, or tell me how it worked for you. And then I say, oh, I've never actually tried it. I just know it's amazing. No, they're not going to want to buy it. Why would she want to buy that? I've never even personally used it myself, and I've been in the company for 2 years. No way. I would be like, no, thank you. I'm not interested in that product if a distributor hasn't even tried it herself. So I highly encourage you guys to be getting products each month that you can personally try for yourself, and then start sharing how you feel about those products with others. And that's going to pull people in, and that's how you're going to get new customers. Also, you're going to be able to get healthy yourself by trying the products. You're going to be able to get skinny. You're going to be able to get healthy. You're going to be able to have fabulous skin, all those things, all by trying the products. So that's step 1. Step 2, is finding 4 new loyal customers every single month. And what a loyal customer is just a customer that is willing to try the products for 3 months in a row, and they get our wholesale pricing. So each month, your goal is to find 4 new customers who are willing to, who want to try the products and who want to get a really great discount on it. Step 3 is finding finding 3 friends who want to join your team as a distributor, finding 3 people who also want to make some money, 3 people who want to run with you to the top. And at first, a lot of times these people are just your close family and friends. When I first started, I went to my family and friends and I said, hey, who wants to make some money with me? Some people were like, yeah, me. Some people were like, no. Some people were like, you're crazy. But the people that said, yeah, they jumped right in, and we haven't looked back, and we're making awesome money. So step 3 is finding those 3 friends every single month that would like to join your team. And then what you do is you teach those 3 people who joined your team how to do these same 3 steps every single month. And that's how it becomes the compound effect. You're doing these 3 steps. They're doing those 3 steps. And as you find 3 new distributors, and as they find 3 new distributors, and as they find 3 new distributors, you're constantly building your team, and each of them are constantly getting new customers. So that's our steps to success. That's our monthly business plan. Now, a lot of people are like, well, what if I don't find 3 new distributors this month or next month or whatever? Or what if I only get 2 loyal customers? What happens? Nothing. This is simply our steps to success is just your monthly goal. Like I told you, we have no sales quotas. So it's your goal to get 4 loyal customers and 3 new distributors each month. But if you don't, it's okay. Nothing bad happens. Your paycheck might not be as big as you wanted it to be, but nothing bad happens. And then next month you start all over again, and you keep working and you keep filling out these steps to success every single month. So that's how we run our business. Someone who just started yesterday and me, who's been in for 2 years, we do the same exact thing every single month. I am not doing any more or any less than they are. This is what we do, is our steps to success. We like to keep it super, super simple. So how do we run our business? I kind of went over this already too, but you can run your business however you choose. You can use social media. I probably run my business about 90 to 95% on social media. On Facebook and Instagram are my 2 main sources of how I work my business. For others, they may like to be a more in-person type person where they have parties, they go to people's houses and share the products with people there. Or maybe they do, they get a booth at a big event in your city or your town or whatever, and they do a vendor event and get new customers and find new people to join their team that way. Or maybe you're really great, just more of like a one-on-one person, and so everywhere you go, you're just talking to people. You go into the grocery store. If you're the type of person that makes friends everywhere you go, then, you're probably more of a one-on-one type person where you can be like, hey, da-da-da-da-da, and strike up a conversation. And the next thing you know, you have your newest distributor on your team because they asked you what you do, you ask them what they do, and, they want to hear more about how you're making that extra money. So there's lots of different ways that you can work your business. Like I said, I personally choose to use social media just because I'm at home with my babies, and it's easier for me to, jump on my computer or jump on my phone or whatever than it is for me to be getting out and about and doing parties or whatever. But it's completely up to you how you run your business. The one big thing that I will say about our business is we are not salespeople. We do not sell to people. People don't like to be sold to, actually. And what we do is all we do is share. And by sharing, we're drawing people in. So it all goes back to what I was telling you about, where we're sharing reviews. We're talking about how much we love the product because we've personally tried the product. Or we're sharing how much this company has changed our lives, because it is. Even if you've only been in the business for a month, you can still talk about how this business is going to change your life. You can talk about how in 1 year, your goal is to have all your credit cards paid off, and you're going to make that happen because of It Works. That kind of stuff gets people curious. That kind of stuff makes people want to join your team. Nobody's going to join your team because you say, join my team, because you're not giving them any reason why they should. But if you're talking to them about how It Works just filled up your gas tank, or how It Works just, just paid for a date night with you and your husband, or how It Works just paid your mortgage for the month, that's what's going to get people interested, because they want their mortgage paid for. They want to go on a date with their husband, so we share, we don't sell. And same goes for the products. If you take a look at my Facebook or my Instagram, I am just talking about how much I love the hair, skin, and nails, or what the cleanse did for me, or how the greens make me feel every single day. I'm not saying you have to try this, you should try this. No, I'm talking about me and how it's helped me. So that's just a little bit about how we run our business. The last thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is how we get paid. We get paid this is kind of always the exciting part, because we're all doing this to make money, for the most part. We all have our why, but 9 out of 10 all circles back around to needing a little bit more money, or a lot of bit more money. So how do we get paid? We get paid 3 ways. The first way we get paid is wrap cash. So let's go back to a box of wraps. A box of wraps, we get all our products at wholesale pricing. So we get 40% off all the products. So if we were to purchase a box of wraps as a distributor, it's going to cost us $59. And that's US dollars. So again, now your conversion is going to be a little bit different, but we can talk about that. But for everyone else, I believe that's on this call, a box of wraps is going to cost you $59, but then you can sell them for $25 a piece, which means you're making about a $40 profit on your wraps. So the first way that we make money is wrap cash. Sell your wrap and you're going to make, sell your wrap for $25 and you're going to make money on it. So, or if you sell a whole box of wraps, you paid $59, you're selling a whole box of wraps for $99, you're going to make $40. Okay. So that's the first way that, we make money, is through wrap cash. And, if you think about it, like if you're a party person and you have parties, every single person that comes to the party, when I have a party, I encourage every single person there to try a wrap, which means $25, $25, $25. Every single person that tries a wrap is paying me $25. So you're making wrap cash right there on the spot. So that's actual cash that you can just stash right into your pocket. The second way we make money is commissions. And this comes to us in the form of our paycheck once a month. We're paid once a month on the 15th. And it's all our commissions for the whole previous month. So let's just say January 1st through January 31st, we'll get paid that paycheck on February 15th. So commissions is awesome because your check can just grow and grow and grow as long as you're doing this steps to success each month and you're teaching your new distributors to do the same. Your paycheck's going to grow and grow and grow and grow. I promise you guys that. So the third way that we get paid is through, I don't have my, hold on. Is someone asking a question? My screen's not showing up. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm sharing, that's why. Okay. Okay. Somebody did have a question. Can the wraps be used for men as well, or is it just for women? Good question. It is for anybody and everybody as long it's not for children. It's for anybody and everybody technically over the age of 18. So men can definitely use the wraps too. And Marcus, I don't know if you were on the call yet, but when I said this, but what the wrap does is it is just a skincare product, and it's tightening, toning, and firming. So it works the same for everybody. So yes, definitely for men too. And, you know, a lot of times men are really able to reach the male crowd. You know, sometimes women have a harder time reaching the male crowd, and then vice versa. So, you know, you can really make men your niche, where you can talk to them about like how, you know, you're able to see your abs now, or, you know, whatever the case may be. After you do your wraps, you can really make men your niche, where they can be the ones that you're really selling the wraps to. So back to how we get paid. I talked about wrap cash. I talked about commissions. And then the third way that we get paid is bonuses. Every now and then, the corporate team puts out these amazing, crazy, just like jaw-dropping bonuses that are life-changing, absolutely life-changing. So when we first started this Zoom, I told you guys that I've made $40,000 in bonuses. After being in the company for 8 months, I promoted to the first leadership rank of Diamond. And at the time, they had a bonus that was called the get out of debt bonus, the good bonus. And if you reached the rank of Diamond, you earned a $10,000 bonus. Well, I reached that rank and got the bonus. Then a year later, they announced that bonus again, but they doubled it. It was the double get out of debt bonus. And I reached the rank of double Diamond, and I earned the year before, the double diamond bonus was $15,000. But this year it was doubled. So I earned $30,000. So like I said, I earned a total of $40,000 in 2 years, which is amazing. And it's absolutely incredible. And everybody has the opportunity. Everybody, it doesn't matter who you are, you have the same opportunity to make this money. And these bonuses are on top of your monthly paycheck. That's not included in your monthly paycheck. So we have an annual conference. It's coming up in, I believe, 15 days is going to be our annual conference. It's always at the beginning of the year. And I'm so excited because conference is when they always announce the new crazy bonuses, which means in the next 15 days or so, we're going to know what the bonuses are. And they never, ever, ever disappoint. It's always something incredible. And whether you're at the conference or not, you're eligible for the bonus. So any of you that are sitting on this call who are considering becoming a distributor, but you're like, maybe I'll wait, or, you know, I got a lot going on, so I need to wait for the right time, or whatever it may be, now is the right time. I'm telling you, now is the time, because something crazy is going to be announced in the next 15 to 16 days. And you want to be able to be a part of this company, and you want to be able to hit the ground running when that announcement is made. So that's kind of where I'm going to end it. I want to be able to answer any questions for you guys. So please feel free to type them in that group chat, or unmute yourself and feel free to ask. I'm happy to talk to you about absolutely anything. We have been on the call for over an hour. So if you need to leave, I hate holding people up for longer than an hour. So if you need to jump off, that's fine. Feel free to message me or the person that invited you and ask questions with them if you need to. Otherwise, I hope that you guys decide to join our team. We have an amazing, amazing team. Every single person on here is so supportive, so amazing. And I would just love for you guys to join us. So if you guys have any questions, speak now or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, ask the person that sent you here or message me, and I'm happy to answer them too. Anybody? No questions. That must mean I did a good job, right? I said everything I needed to say. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for jumping on tonight. Again, for the bazillionth time, I did record this. I remembered. So if you had somebody that you invited tonight and they weren't able to make it for some reason, I will share the recording with you. If any of you guys that you're not yet distributors, if you jumped on late and you'd like to hear the recording, please let me know or let the person that sent you here know. Otherwise, have a great night, you guys. And hopefully we'll be seeing you on the team soon. Bye. Good night.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye. Good night.
Thank you, guys. Bye.